Welcome to Elderly Pathways, where we celebrate the beauty, wisdom, and confidence that come with age. Here we explore everything from hair care tips for women over 60 to stylish solutions for embracing your natural beauty. Ready to unlock the secrets to effortless, vibrant hair and a more confident you? Join us as we navigate the path to timeless elegance and show you how to shine, no matter your age. Stay tuned and let's redefine aging together. Have you ever looked at your hair in the mirror and thought, why doesn't it look the same anymore? The truth is, our hair changes significantly as we age. Once lively locks seem to lose their volume, texture becomes thinner, and styles that once worked perfectly no longer yield the same results. Many women find themselves frustrated by this shift, especially after 60, as hair becomes thinner, drier, and grayer. But here's the good news. These changes are completely natural, and with the right techniques, you can still rock a fabulous hairstyle that suits you perfectly. For over 4 decades, I've seen countless clients struggle with these hair transformations. But I've also seen them regain their confidence with simple, effective solutions. Take Martha, a 72-year-old client who once walked into my salon in tears because she felt disconnected from her reflection. After a thoughtful transformation that embraced her natural texture, she couldn't stop smiling as she recognized herself again in the mirror. This was more than just a hair makeover. It was a confidence booster, a return to feeling her best self. As we grow older, it's normal for the body to undergo changes, and our hair is no exception. By the time women hit 60, nearly 55% experience some form of hair thinning. This thinning isn't your imagination. It's a result of hormonal shifts, specifically the decline in estrogen levels that impacts hair follicles. As these changes take place, hair follicles produce finer strands, and the growth cycle slows down, leading to thinner, less voluminous hair. While this can be disheartening, it's important to understand that these shifts are part of the natural aging process. What you might notice, more scalp showing through, a ponytail that feels a little thinner, can actually be a sign of this biological transition. But this doesn't mean you're stuck with flat, lifeless hair. There are ways to address thinning and restore volume without the need for drastic measures. I've helped many women like Margaret, a retired school principal, who came to me overwhelmed by her thinning hair. She said, "I feel invisible." With just a few adjustments, choosing a layered cut that added volume at the roots, and using lightweight volumizing products designed for mature hair, Margaret's hair looked fuller and healthier. She felt like herself again and hosted her first dinner party in over a year, with compliments pouring in about her rejuvenated look. If you're dealing with thinning hair, don't be discouraged. Embrace your natural changes and consider a cut and routine tailored to your hair's evolving needs. A few thoughtful strategies like adding layers for volume, incorporating volumizing products, and even considering supplements like biotin and vitamin D can make a world of difference. Let's dive deeper into how we can choose the right cut and products that work for your unique hair type and enhance your natural beauty. As we dive deeper into how to achieve a hairstyle that works with your natural changes, it's crucial to address something that most women overlook: holding on to outdated hairstyles. I totally get it. There's an emotional connection to the haircuts that have seen you through important milestones in life. Whether it's the style you had when you first met your partner or the one that made you feel like your most confident self in your 30s, these styles can feel like old friends. But the truth is, clinging to them might actually be aging you more than you realize. Think about it. When was the last time you updated your hairstyle? If it's been over a decade, chances are the hairstyle you loved might no longer suit your current lifestyle or features. The signs are often subtle but noticeable. Styling takes longer than before, the results are less satisfying, or you find yourself using more and more products just to achieve the same effect. Maybe your hair feels flat, lifeless, or simply unmanageable. If this sounds familiar, it could be a sign that it's time for a change. I remember Barbara, a 68-year-old retired nurse, who came to me holding on to the same curly perm she'd worn for decades. She loved it because, in her words, My husband likes it. But after chatting about how times and hairstyles have evolved, we worked together to create a more modern, softer look that wouldn't feel like a huge departure from what she knew. We kept her curls, but we loosened them up for a more natural and flattering appearance. We also added layers to frame her face, which brought her features into focus without overwhelming them. The results? A more contemporary style that felt fresh and youthful, yet still very Barbara. Her husband even called me a couple of weeks later saying, "She looks 15 years younger." And Barbara herself couldn't stop smiling at her reflection. The best part wasn't just how she looked, it was the confidence that she felt when she saw herself again, rejuvenated and empowered. The key to rejuvenating your hairstyle is finding a balance between honoring the past and embracing the present. Modern cuts for mature women focus on softer edges, movement, and less structured silhouettes. Gone are the days of sharp, blunt cuts. Instead, think gentle layers, side-swept bangs, and textured ends that add life and dimension to your hair. These subtle touches don't try to erase your age. They celebrate the beauty of where you are today, while embracing your individual style. When you choose a hairstyle that reflects your personality and suits your natural hair texture, it doesn't just make you look better, it boosts your confidence. I've seen it time and time again, from women who felt invisible to those who thought they were too old to make a change. The truth is, there's no such thing as too old for a new hairstyle. The right cut can open doors to new possibilities, allowing you to rediscover yourself through your hair. So ask yourself, is your hairstyle still reflecting who you are today? Or is it holding you back from embracing your beautiful, evolving self? Changing your look doesn't have to be a drastic move. Small adjustments, like adding some layers or changing the texture, can do wonders for your overall appearance, while keeping you feeling connected to your history and confident about your future. Now let's move on to another crucial element in your hair transformation: color. As we age, our hair color naturally shifts, and this transition can be a beautiful part of the aging process. But here's where many women make a mistake. They resist this change and try to fight it, often with the wrong approach. I've worked with many women who still dye their hair the same dark shades they wore in their 30s. And while that color may have been stunning back then, it can sometimes be jarring against your softening skin tone as you age. I've seen it countless times. Women trying to maintain a solid dark color only to notice that it accentuates fine lines or creates a harsh contrast against their skin, which has also softened with age. The result? Instead of bringing out your natural beauty, the dark color can make you look more tired or harsh. This is particularly true for women with fairer or lighter skin tones. In some cases, trying to combat brassiness or yellowing with the wrong products, like those purple or blue shampoos, can create an unnatural, ashy look that isn't flattering at all. The key here is to embrace the transition your hair is going through. When Janet, a 71-year-old retired attorney, came to me, she had been dyeing her hair a dark brown for over 25 years. She admitted that she kept the color because it's what my husband remembered. But after he passed, she began to feel disconnected from her look. We had a conversation about honoring her natural silver strands while adding dimension to her hair, and she agreed to embrace the shift. We didn't go for a full color change. Instead, we incorporated soft highlights that blended seamlessly with her natural silver. The result was incredible. Janet's face lit up when she saw herself in the mirror. Her whole demeanor changed. Her hair now looked more vibrant and fresh, while still reflecting her natural beauty. She didn't look younger. She simply looked like a more radiant version of herself. For women with warm undertones, warm shades like honey blondes, caramel, or auburn can enhance your complexion and give your hair a rich, healthy glow. On the other hand, cooler undertones pair beautifully with ash blondes or cool brunettes, which complement the softer tones of aging hair. Deeper skin tones also benefit from rich chocolate browns or burgundy tones, which bring out warmth and dimension. One of the biggest trends I see among women over 60 is opting for more dimension in their hair color. This isn't about going back to your old color, but about adding layers of color that give depth and movement to your look. Soft highlights or baby lights, which are delicate and fine, help add dimension without looking artificial. For those transitioning to gray, blending silver tones with subtle highlights creates a sophisticated, radiant look that's low maintenance and stylish. Here's a pro tip. When considering color, think about how it interacts with your skin tone and natural features. For example, adding warmth to your hair can brighten up your complexion, while cooler tones can add elegance and sophistication. Don't be afraid to experiment with different shades, but remember, the goal is never to hide your natural beauty. It's about enhancing it. The right color doesn't just make you look better, it can transform how you feel about yourself. It's not about trying to appear younger, but about embracing the beauty that comes with age. As your hair evolves, your color should evolve with it, enhancing your features and adding radiance to your overall appearance. Embracing your natural hair color with a little added dimension allows you to move forward with grace and confidence. It's a reflection of your life experience, your wisdom, and your unique beauty that has only grown more interesting and beautiful with time. Now that we've tackled hair thinning and color changes, it's time to dive into one of the most common mistakes I see in the salon: using the wrong hair products. What worked wonders for your hair in your 40s or 50s may no longer serve you as you get older. This is due to the changes that occur on a molecular level in your hair as it ages. The hormonal shifts combined with the natural decrease in sebum production and the finer, more porous texture of your strands mean that your hair reacts differently to products. Imagine trying to water a plant with the wrong kind of soil. It's the same concept. The products you use for years may no longer be the right fit for your changing hair. Many of my clients come to me frustrated because their once luscious, bouncy hair now looks limp and lifeless, even though they haven't changed their products. The culprit? Heavy oils, butter-based styling creams, and sulfate-laden shampoos. Let's talk about how to fix this. The first step is to avoid heavy products that can weigh down your thinning hair. Products with oils like coconut or shea butter, while great for thick hair, can cause flatness in fine, mature hair. These can leave your hair looking greasy within hours instead of bouncy and voluminous. Instead, switch to lightweight mousses or styling gels that offer hold without the weight. I always recommend sulfate-free shampoos for my mature clients. Sulfates are harsh and can strip away the natural oils your scalp is still producing, leading to even drier hair. A gentle sulfate-free shampoo will clean your hair without compromising its moisture. Brands like Neutrogena, L'Oreal, and Garnier offer affordable sulfate-free options that work wonders on mature hair. Pair that with a lightweight conditioner designed for fine hair or volume-boosting formulas that hydrate without being heavy. One of my clients, Susan, a 67-year-old woman, had been using the same heavy conditioner and styling cream for decades. Her hair had started to look limp and unmanageable, so we made a simple switch. Lightweight, volume-boosting products specifically formulated for mature hair. Within 2 weeks, she was ecstatic. Her natural waves returned, and she even received compliments from her daughter, who thought she'd gotten a perm. The right products make all the difference, and the transformation was remarkable. Another product mistake I often see is the use of 2-in-1 shampoos and conditioners. While they're marketed as convenient, they often leave a waxy residue on the hair that dulls its shine. This buildup can create a lifeless, greasy appearance, no matter how much you wash it. Instead, I recommend sticking with separate shampoos and conditioners. Look for lightweight conditioners that don't leave any heavy residue but still hydrate your hair, giving it softness and shine. But it's not just about the shampoo and conditioner. Hair treatments and serums also play a huge role in maintaining the health of your strands. After you wash your hair, a lightweight leave-in conditioner or detangler can make all the difference. These products provide moisture without weighing down your hair, helping you achieve a soft, voluminous look. A good leave-in conditioner can also help with detangling, reducing breakage and split ends. A key point to remember when choosing products is to look for natural ingredients like aloe vera, vitamin B5, or proteins that strengthen the hair. These ingredients nourish your hair, providing the hydration and strength it needs without clogging the scalp or causing buildup. Stay away from synthetic fragrances, as they can irritate a sensitive scalp, and opt for products that include natural moisturizers instead. I also recommend a clarifying shampoo for mature hair, but only once a week. This helps remove buildup that can accumulate over time, especially from hair products, and gives your hair a fresh, clean slate. Follow it with a moisturizing shampoo to keep your hair hydrated and healthy. By using the right combination of products, you can create a hair routine that works for your changing strands and leaves you feeling refreshed. Hair health is at the core of any good hairstyle. No matter how beautiful the cut or color, if your hair is dry, brittle, or weighed down by the wrong products, the overall look will suffer. That's why using products designed for mature hair, tailored to your unique needs, is essential for achieving the best results. As you move forward, be mindful of how your hair reacts to the products you use. Don't be afraid to experiment with new brands or formulations until you find the right fit for your changing hair. The key is to find products that provide the right balance, hydration, volume, and strength, without being too heavy. When you get it right, your hair will feel and look amazing, and you'll walk out the door with a newfound sense of confidence. One of the most common excuses I hear from women is, "I'm growing it out," when it comes to skipping regular trims. I understand the logic. Who wants to cut their hair when they're trying to grow it longer? But the truth is, not trimming your hair regularly can actually slow down your progress in achieving a fuller, healthier look. As we age, hair growth slows down by about 10%, and the ends of our hair become more fragile and prone to splitting. Without regular trims, these splits travel further up the hair shaft, causing more breakage and thinning. In the long run, this makes it harder to achieve the length and volume you're aiming for, even though you're not cutting it. The result? Hair that looks thinner, drier, and less vibrant. I've seen this firsthand with many clients, like Patricia, a 73-year-old retired teacher. When she came to me, she hadn't trimmed her hair in over a year, hoping it would grow longer. But instead of the longer, fuller look she was expecting, her hair was flat and lifeless. We established a simple trimming schedule, every 10 weeks just removing a small amount from the ends. 6 months later, Patricia's hair was fuller, healthier, and it looked significantly longer, even though we weren't cutting much off. Her daughter even brought her flowers to the appointment, saying, "Mom's confidence is blooming right along with her hair." Here's the thing. Regular trims don't mean sacrificing length. They actually help your hair grow better by preventing split ends and breakage. Depending on the length and style of your hair, the trimming schedule will vary. For shorter cuts with precise lines, aim to trim every 4 to 6 weeks to keep the shape sharp. For shoulder-length styles, every 8 weeks is ideal to keep the ends from looking wispy. And for longer hair, every 10 to 12 weeks is enough to remove just enough to keep it healthy without losing too much length. I know that regular salon visits can add up, but there are options to keep costs down. Many beauty schools offer discounted services, and some salons even offer reduced prices during off-peak hours. Alternatively, consider a mini trim service, where you only trim the ends rather than doing a full cut, which can be much more affordable. One of the biggest benefits of regular trims, aside from healthier hair, is that it saves you time in the long run. Without the constant battle against split ends, your hair will hold its style better and require less styling effort. Whether you prefer to wear your hair naturally or you like to spend time on styling, a trim helps your look stay fresh without the extra effort. But regular trims aren't just about length. They're about maintaining shape. If you've ever struggled with your hair losing volume or shape halfway through the day, it's often because the ends are weighed down by damage. Without the right cut and maintenance, the cut may lose its definition, and your hair can start to look flat and lifeless, even if you're using great products. Keeping up with regular trims helps maintain the overall structure of your hairstyle, allowing your hair to hold its shape longer and look its best throughout the day. Here's a pro tip. Don't just go to any salon. Find a stylist who understands your hair type and is skilled at working with mature hair. They'll know how to cut your hair in a way that enhances its natural texture while adding volume and movement. A skilled stylist can give you a haircut that will look great as it grows out, meaning fewer touch-ups and a more manageable style overall. It's easy to feel like you're in a race to grow your hair longer, but remember, quality matters more than length. Regular trims not only help prevent damage and promote healthy growth, but they also give your hair the ability to look fuller, healthier, and more vibrant, no matter its length. So if you haven't had a trim in a while, consider scheduling one today. Your hair and your confidence will thank you. We've already talked about how trimming and using the right products can transform your hair, but there's one more mistake that many women make, especially as they get older: overusing heat styling tools. Let's be real, it's easy to reach for that curling iron or flat iron every morning, thinking that it's the quickest way to tame your hair and look polished. However, using these tools too often can be incredibly damaging to mature hair. As we age, the natural moisture in our hair decreases, and the strands become more porous and fragile. When you apply heat to these already weakened strands, you're essentially cooking your hair from the inside out. The result? Split ends, increased breakage, and a dull, lifeless texture that no amount of styling can fix. If you've noticed that your hair feels dry or rough, even after conditioning, or if you've had more breakage around your hairline, overuse of heat tools could very well be the culprit. One of my clients, Ellen, a 66-year-old woman who had flat ironed her hair every day for decades, came to me for help. Her hair had become extremely dry, and despite regular trims, it still felt rough and unmanageable. We decided to cut back on the heat styling and instead focused on heat-free methods to enhance her natural texture. After just 8 weeks of limiting her use of heat styling tools, Ellen's hair had visibly improved. The new growth was healthier, and she found that her morning routine was quicker and easier, cutting down styling time by 20 minutes. She was amazed at how much better her hair felt with less heat. Here's the trick. While it's tempting to use heat tools to smooth or curl your hair, try embracing air drying whenever possible. For shorter styles, you can apply a lightweight mousse to damp hair, then use your fingers to direct it into shape. This method creates a natural, voluminous look without the damage. If you have a medium-length cut, large self-grip rollers are an excellent alternative. When you set your hair in damp hair, they create soft, bouncy waves without using heat. For longer hair, try loose braiding, while damp for heat-free waves that are just as chic. If you do need to use heat, remember, less is more. Stay below 300 degrees Fahrenheit for fine or damaged hair, and always apply a heat protectant spray first. Heat protectants create a barrier between your hair and the styling tool, preventing some of the damage caused by high temperatures. Also, never use heat on wet hair. It causes even more damage because the moisture inside the strands turns into steam and weakens the cuticle. There's a huge difference between styling your hair with heat occasionally and using it daily. While it's not always possible to avoid heat entirely, try to make it a treat rather than a daily necessity. The goal isn't to banish heat tools from your life completely, but to use them sparingly and responsibly. If you love the smoothness that comes with using a flat iron, try some alternatives like a blow-dry lotion or lightweight styling cream. These can give you the same silky results without the need for extreme heat. Similarly, curling irons can be swapped with soft, heatless methods like foam rollers or twist-outs for softer curls with minimal damage. It's about finding balance and using the right tools in moderation so you can keep your hair looking great without sacrificing its health. Remember, it's all about embracing your natural texture and using styling tools and techniques that help enhance it, not overpower it. The less heat you use, the more you allow your hair to retain its natural moisture and health, leading to stronger, shinier strands. Your hair will thank you for it in the long run, and you'll feel more confident and in control of your routine. As we continue our journey toward better hair, there's something essential to understand about how your hair naturally behaves as you age: your growth patterns. This may sound simple, but many women overlook how their hair naturally falls and parts as they get older. Fighting against your hair's natural direction can lead to frustration and wasted time. It's not stubbornness. It's simply the way your hair grows. And understanding this is key to achieving a more effortless, natural look. Over the years, your hair may change its growth direction. For example, where you once had a perfectly straight part down the middle, you may notice that your hair now prefers a slight shift to one side, or your crown might have a cowlick that becomes more pronounced. These changes are completely natural, and fighting them every day can be exhausting. You might spend extra time applying more product or using heat tools to try to manipulate it, only for your hair to fall right back into its natural pattern by the afternoon. The first step in working with your hair's natural growth patterns is to observe it when it's dry and untouched. Let your hair air dry without brushing or styling it. Pay attention to where it naturally parts and how it lays across your forehead or crown. This is where your hair wants to go, and rather than fighting it, you can enhance these natural tendencies to create a style that works with, not against, your hair. One common issue many women experience is dealing with cowlicks or widow's peaks. These natural growth patterns can be a challenge, but they don't have to control your style. For example, if you have a strong cowlick at your crown, ask your stylist to cut that section slightly longer to give it more weight, helping to control the lift. It's all about giving your hair the right length and shape to help it fall more naturally. For widow's peaks, consider side-swept bangs that complement the way your hair naturally grows, which can make the cowlick less noticeable. Another area to consider is how your natural part has changed over time. If you're still holding on to a center part that no longer works for you, it might be time to embrace the new way your hair prefers to fall. Whether it's a deep side part or a subtle shift to one side, working with your natural part will create more volume and movement, reducing the need for excessive styling or manipulation. The less you fight your hair, the more you'll enjoy working with it. Take, for example, Dorothy, a 78-year-old former flight attendant who came to me struggling with a strong side part that she had tried to turn into a center part for years. She thought it balanced her face better, but it never stayed in place. After discussing her hair's natural growth patterns, we decided to work with her side part. The change was remarkable. Her hair had more volume, and the style looked effortlessly chic. Dorothy couldn't believe how simple it was to embrace her hair's natural tendencies, and, as she put it, surrendering to it was the most liberating thing I've done for my hair. Your hair's natural growth pattern also plays a role in how your hairstyle ages with you. As you age, your face shape changes, and so does your hair's ability to hold certain styles. Understanding your unique hair patterns allows you to choose a style that complements these changes, rather than fighting them. This is especially important for mature women, as fighting against your hair's natural texture or direction can lead to more damage and frustration. Now here's where it gets even better. When you work with your natural growth patterns, your hair looks more voluminous, flows more easily, and feels less weighed down by excessive products or heat. It may take a little time to adjust, but once you embrace these changes, you'll find that your hair looks healthier, shinier, and easier to manage. By accepting your hair's natural growth direction, you reduce the daily stress of trying to control it and can focus on enjoying the styling process instead. The goal is not to fight what your hair is telling you, it's to adapt and work with it. This creates a more balanced, natural style that enhances your features and works with your lifestyle. Understanding your growth patterns also means you can better address areas that cause you frustration, like cowlicks or difficult-to-style layers. With the right haircut that works with these growth patterns, you'll find styling easier, and you'll be able to keep your hair looking fresh without constantly fighting against it. Plus, you'll reduce the need for harsh styling tools that can damage your hair over time. So next time you're about to style your hair, remember this. Rather than forcing your hair to do something it doesn't want to, take a step back and consider what it naturally does. By embracing this simple but powerful change, you'll be amazed at how much easier it is to create a beautiful, effortless style that feels truly like you. As we continue our exploration of hair care, one important factor to consider when choosing the perfect hairstyle for yourself is your face shape. It might seem like a small detail, but it can make all the difference in how your hair looks and feels. Our facial features evolve with age, which means the haircut that worked wonders in your 30s may no longer complement your face the same way. It's important to understand that the most flattering hairstyle for you isn't necessarily the latest trend. It's the one that enhances your unique face shape and works with your natural features. Age brings about changes in the contours of your face. Cheeks lose fullness, jawlines soften, and some features like your nose or chin might become more pronounced. Choosing a hairstyle that respects these changes can create a harmonious, balanced look that enhances your beauty and makes you feel confident. So how do you determine what face shape you have, and how can that guide your hairstyle choices? It all starts with examining your face closely. Pull your hair back completely and look at yourself in the mirror. Use a lipstick, eyeliner, or any washable marker to trace the outline of your face on the mirror. Take note of the following. Round. A round face is characterized by full cheeks and a soft, rounded jawline. To elongate this face shape, choose hairstyles that add height at the crown and length below the chin. Oval. If your face is longer than wide with balanced proportions, you have an oval face. This face shape is highly versatile and can work well with almost any style, but layered cuts or shoulder-length styles tend to look especially flattering. Heart-shaped. A heart-shaped face features a narrow chin and wide cheekbones. To soften the angles, choose hairstyles that add volume around the jawline and opt for side-swept bangs to balance the forehead. Square. Square faces have a strong, angular jawline and a broad forehead. Soft layers starting at the cheekbones help create movement around the face and soften those strong features. Long rectangular. This face shape is longer than it is wide, with high cheekbones and a strong chin. To make this shape appear more balanced, consider adding volume at the sides with waves or curls, or go for a full fringe that draws attention to your eyes and softens the length. Now let's take a look at how understanding your face shape can influence the way you style your hair. For round faces, you want to focus on creating the illusion of length. Avoid overly rounded or blunt cuts, as they can make your face appear wider. Instead, go for styles with height at the crown and longer lengths that elongate the face. A chin-length bob with volume on top, or layers that start below the chin, can help achieve this. If you have an oval face, consider yourself lucky because most hairstyles will look good on you. However, for the most flattering look, try opting for styles with layers and volume. A bob with soft, flowing layers or a longer style with subtle waves will add dimension and movement while keeping the natural balance of your face intact. For those with a heart-shaped face, side-swept bangs or a fringe that covers part of your forehead can do wonders. Soft layers around the jawline help to balance the narrow chin and add softness to your face. A layered pixie or chin-length bob works beautifully for heart-shaped faces, creating a youthful and chic look that flatters your natural features. If you have a square face, try adding softness to your angular jawline. Layers that start at the cheekbones or below can create movement around your face, which reduces the harshness of a square jaw. A soft, layered long bob, is an ideal choice, as it adds movement while maintaining elegance. Similarly, a deep side part can help break up the sharp angles and add a softer look to your overall style. For long or rectangular faces, the goal is to balance the length of your face with the right volume and texture. Adding width at the sides of your hair, such as through waves or curls, can make the face appear more balanced. A full fringe or bangs will also help shorten the appearance of a long face by creating a horizontal line. A layered cut with soft waves or curls will help you achieve a more proportionate look while avoiding too much length at the back. For all face shapes, remember that the right hairstyle is one that not only complements your features, but also enhances your natural beauty and makes you feel confident. While it's always fun to experiment with different trends, the key is to find a style that works for you and highlights what makes you unique. When it comes to haircuts for women over 60, there's no need to settle for outdated styles. A well-chosen cut that enhances your face shape can take years off your appearance, while still feeling comfortable and true to who you are. For example, a gentle layered bob can suit most face shapes, offering movement without being too high maintenance. Similarly, soft bangs or a light fringe can open up the face and add softness to the features. One client of mine, Catherine, a 69-year-old with a heart-shaped face, had been wearing the same blunt shoulder-length cut for decades. It wasn't doing her face shape justice anymore. We opted for a gently layered cut with side-swept bangs that added volume around her jawline and softened her face. The transformation was incredible, and Catherine loved the youthful, fresh look it gave her. My daughter asked if I had work done. She laughed. Just a better haircut, she added with a grin. When you understand your face shape and choose a hairstyle that complements it, the results are incredible. You'll look and feel more polished and put together with less effort in styling. Your hairstyle can become an instant confidence booster, showing off your best features in a way that feels natural and flattering. So next time you think about changing your look, take a moment to consider your face shape and choose a style that truly enhances your beauty. As we continue our journey to healthier, more vibrant hair, let's take a look at a common mistake that many women over 60 make: wearing their hair too tightly. Whether it's a sleek ponytail or a perfectly smooth bun, these tight hairstyles might seem elegant, but they can quietly damage your hair, particularly as you age. Let's dive into why this is such an important issue and how to avoid it. Tight hairstyles, while fashionable, can create a condition known as traction alopecia. This type of hair loss is caused by the constant pulling on the hair, which weakens the follicles over time. Unfortunately, mature hair follicles are more fragile than they used to be, and constant tension can cause irreversible damage. It's a quiet problem that many women don't notice until their hairline starts to recede, or thinning occurs around the temples and behind the ears. Traction alopecia typically affects the areas where the hair is pulled tightest: the temples, forehead, and behind the ears, where hair follicles are particularly susceptible. In severe cases, this type of hair loss can lead to permanent bald spots, making it even more important to pay attention to how tight your hairstyles are. A simple way to tell if a hairstyle is too tight is by noticing any scalp soreness or tenderness after wearing it. You might also notice redness or small bumps along your hairline. Headaches after wearing tight styles can be another sign that your hair is under too much stress. But the good news is that these signs are preventable, and with a few adjustments, you can protect your hairline and keep your hair looking great. And instead of opting for tight elastics, consider looser styles that still look polished and stylish without causing damage. A soft low bun, secured with open pins instead of tight bands, distributes the tension more evenly and reduces the risk of hair breakage. Similarly, side braids are a wonderful alternative that offers sophistication without pulling too hard on your hair. These looser styles give your hair room to breathe while still providing a chic and elegant look. When choosing elastics, go for fabric-covered bands that are gentle on your hair. Avoid rubber bands or the cheap plastic ones, as these can snag your hair and lead to breakage. Additionally, wide-toothed combs or hairpins that don't grip too tightly can be excellent options for creating updos or pulling your hair back without adding unnecessary stress to your strands. At night, consider using a silk pillowcase to reduce friction while you sleep. The smooth texture of silk helps prevent breakage and minimizes the friction that causes tangles. You can also try a loose braid secured with a soft scrunchie to protect your hair overnight while keeping it from tangling or breaking. Silk pillowcases are also great for maintaining your hair's shine and texture, giving you a smoother, healthier look by morning. For those days when you still want to pull your hair back for a sleek, professional look, try to give your hair a break from tight styles. Instead of wearing a super tight ponytail every day, alternate with looser hairstyles or even wear your hair down to let it rest. Giving your hair a break from constant tension allows the follicles to stay healthy, and the result will be hair that looks fuller and more vibrant over time. Jennifer, a 74-year-old former executive, came to me concerned about thinning hair around her temples after decades of wearing tight ponytails. She hadn't realized the damage it was causing until she started noticing a visible recession in her hairline. We shifted to gentler techniques, including looser buns and braids, and within 4 months, Jennifer saw new growth along her temples. Her hairline filled in, and she no longer experienced scalp discomfort. "It's amazing how something so simple can make such a difference," she said, thrilled with the results. Remember, it's not just about aesthetics, it's about protecting your hair from damage that could become permanent. The tighter the style, the more stress it places on your hair, and this is especially true as you age. By opting for softer, more forgiving styles, you can still look polished and elegant without sacrificing your hair's health. Incorporating these changes into your routine can help you avoid hair loss caused by tight styles, while still allowing you to experiment with different looks. A gentle style doesn't mean a less stylish look. It's about finding the right balance that enhances your natural beauty while caring for your hair in the long term. The beauty of hair care at any age lies in understanding the subtle adjustments that can make a big difference. It's not about drastic changes, but about embracing a few key practices that protect and enhance your natural features. Loose, relaxed hairstyles can help prevent hair loss, reduce breakage, and keep your hair looking shiny, healthy, and youthful. As we wrap up our discussion on how to maintain healthy, vibrant hair as we age, there's one more important factor to consider that often goes unnoticed: the power of accessories. Accessories are often seen as simple decorative items, but in reality, they can play a powerful role in elevating your style and boosting your confidence. When used strategically, the right hair accessory can completely transform your look, while also helping you address certain hair concerns you might be facing. Many of my clients, especially those who are transitioning to their natural gray or silver hair, find that a carefully chosen accessory can make all the difference. Accessories are not only an easy way to add interest to your hairstyle, but they also serve practical purposes, such as hiding regrowth during the transition to silver or camouflaging thinning areas. For example, if you're embracing your natural silver, but haven't quite reached the point where you're comfortable with full gray hair, a well-placed headband or scarf can help smooth the transition. A silk scarf tied around your head or a delicate hair clip can be the perfect way to cover up roots as they grow in, without resorting to harsh chemical dyes or constantly touching up your color. Think about how accessories can also help draw attention away from areas where your hair may be thinning or receding. A beautiful clip placed at the side can effectively conceal thinning temples, while a decorative comb can add volume and texture around the crown. These accessories not only disguise hair concerns, but also help you feel polished and put together, even on those days when you're feeling a little less than glamorous. Choosing the right accessory doesn't have to mean wearing something extravagant or attention-grabbing. In fact, subtle, elegant pieces tend to have the most impact. For more professional or formal occasions, tortoiseshell clips, minimalistic combs, or slender headbands can add a touch of sophistication without looking juvenile. These classic pieces complement almost any look, from sleek bobs to textured curls, enhancing the natural beauty of your hair. On the other hand, if you're looking for something more fun or casual, try adding some color with a vibrant scarf, patterned clip, or a decorative bobby pin. These accessories can bring life to an otherwise simple hairstyle, and they can even work wonders to complement your outfit. Whether you're heading to a special event or just running errands, accessories give you a quick and easy way to elevate your hair without a lot of effort. One of my clients, Diane, a 76-year-old former art professor, experienced significant hair loss after chemotherapy. When her hair started growing back, she decided to embrace her natural silver, but she wasn't sure how to style it. She started experimenting with scarves in vibrant colors, tying them around her head as headbands. This simple addition not only made her feel stylish, but it also helped mask any areas where her hair was still thin. Over time, those scarves became her signature, and people stopped noticing her thinning spots. Instead, they complimented her on her unique and fashionable style. Accessories are a powerful way to express your personal style while also addressing practical hair concerns. They can give you the confidence to embrace your natural beauty, especially if you're transitioning your hair color or dealing with thinning areas. Plus, they add a layer of fun and creativity to your routine, something that can make all the difference when you're feeling a bit stuck in a hair rut. When selecting accessories, consider your personal style and what makes you feel good. A hair accessory doesn't need to be elaborate to make an impact. A simple clip, a beautiful scarf, or a delicate pin can create the perfect finishing touch, elevating your look and enhancing your overall style. It's also important to remember that accessories are more than just a way to cover up imperfections. They're a way to showcase your personality and flair. Adding a pop of color or texture to your hair can not only make you feel more vibrant, but can also give your look a fresh and modern update. Whether you're looking to keep things classic and understated, or you prefer bold, eye-catching pieces, accessories are a simple way to have fun with your hair and style. In the end, beautiful hair isn't just about the cut or color. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. When you embrace your unique beauty, whether it's through a modern haircut, color strategy, or a carefully chosen accessory, you unlock a new level of confidence. Hair accessories are a great tool for enhancing that confidence, allowing you to experiment with your look, mask hair concerns, and express yourself in new ways. So the next time you're putting together a look, consider adding an accessory to your hairstyle. It's a small change that can have a big impact on how you feel and how others perceive your style. Accessories are not just an afterthought. They are a key part of completing your overall look, and they can help you embrace the beauty of your age with confidence. Thank you for joining us on this journey to embracing your natural beauty and confidence. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Elderly Pathways for more empowering advice. Let's continue to age gracefully with style and confidence, because beauty has no age limit. See you in the next video.